Hello everyone. So we are back again to solve the Leetcode Blind75 problem. So today's problem is product of array except self. In this problem, you're given an array where you need to return as an output another array, but this array should have all the products of other element except this particular one. Example, 1, like on the first index it would be the product of 2, 3 and 4, so that is 24. Similarly for other indexes. So one of the point to note here is that the product of any suffix or prefix is guaranteed to fit in 32-bit, and along with it you also have to write an algorithm without using the division operation. So this is one of the point I wanted to mention. Now let's move to how to solve this problem. So approach 1, that is the brute force approach. For to solve a question using 2 loops. So here we are about to take 2 loops, one of I, one of j, and we'll store the product except for one case. In this when I equals to j, will just continue. So let me take an example. Basically what it will have is that it will just store the product, if it will just store the product except this condition, 2 into 3 into 4. For the second index it will store everything except when I equals to j, so 1 into 3 into 4. So yes, this can satisfy the output requirement, but the time complexity is of course due to 2 loops, it's on square, and of course we are having a space complexity of on, but that is fine because we need to return an answer array. Now let's optimize it a little bit more, right? So one of the approach is also by dividing the array, right? Take a product of everything and just divide it with the first number, this number. But that doesn't work because it's mentioned that you must write an algorithm, not use this division operation. So the third one approach here is to use suffix and prefix. You also get some hint to use this from this point mentioned. Okay, sometimes the question only gives you solution, so suffix and prefix is the one thing that you need to use here. So let us make 2 arrays, one of prefix, one of suffix. What will they store? They will store the products of the prefix and the suffix respectively. Okay, so prefix means, like, let me take again this example. Okay, so in the first step this is given. Now we are making a prefix array. So prefix product initially would be 1, so you will first of all store 1, everything which is ahead of it. So
there's nothing of 1, so we'll store just 1. Then for the second index, what we'll store? We'll store 1 into 1. 1 multiplied by 1, that is 1 multiplied by 1, that is 1. So on the first index also, then on the second index, 0, 1, 2. So the product now will become 2 because 1 into 1 into 2, so that is 2. And now at this index, it will store the product of all these elements, so it will be 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6.
Similarly, we'll iterate backwards for our suffix. Now what is suffix array? Like on the first index it will store the product of all this.
So we'll iterate it backwards. So on the 4 it will store 1, but this index it will store 4, 1 into 4. Then for this index it will store 3 into 4, that is 12. And for the zeroth index it will store the multiplication of all this, so that is 2 into 3, 6 into 4, 24.
Now the answer would be, what answer would be? For the first index you have everything on the right multiplied by everything on the left. So
24 into 1, that is 24. Then 12 into 1, that is 12. Then 2 into 4, that is 8. And 6 into 1, that is 6.
so this is the desired output. So we are getting the desired output. Now, but we need to optimize a little bit more. Why? Because now it's having 2 arrays, right? One is for answer, that is okay, but these 2 arrays are also taking space, so they are increasing our space complexity. We need to reduce this. So now just optimize it a little and write the code. That would be our final answer. Let us take an int of answer. We'll just try to accommodate this prefix and suffix array into one.
So we'll just make one answer int of size. We'll take non student as int of size n, right? We'll also make another array. I'll just name it as product. Now initially we'll have to take one product as one. Okay. Now we'll make one for loop, which will work similar to what we have here for prefix, right? So it will store answer of I equals to product, or multiplication you can say, of nouns I. Now for the second loop, for the suffix one, we'll do the same, right? We'll do the same, we'll work backward like this, but instead of making another array, we'll just store it in this product array itself. So here, what you need to do again is you have to make product one, okay? And you also have to store it in answer of I. So answer of I would be equal to product into the prefix array that is at this array ith position, right? One second, I just yeah. So yeah, this is it. We have everything. We can even exclude this because we don't want the particular product thing. So yes, one second. Yeah, it is storing product of nouns I, and by the side we have also the prefix array. So everything can be done with using prefix array. Let's return this.
Yeah, now let's submit this. So yeah, see, using one array we solved the question. So thank you everyone.